This is true, really news with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true, as far as you know.
I'm beginning to understand now how the Dracula thing came out of Romania. Voters in the village of Davaselu, Romania, re-elected popular mayor Ian Alleman to a third term in a landslide victory this fall, despite the fact that he had died of COVID-19 10 days before the election.
Hey, I'd like to support this kind of election and politicians. Dude, I think dead, they might be better for us.
You seen our presidential election? We may have.
Oh, good Lord.
The Associated Press... Come on, there's a dead man joke in there somewhere. The Associated Press reported that word of the mayor's passing had spread fast among the village's 3,000 residents, but his name still appeared on the ballot, and many villagers used the vote as an opportunity to honor Alleman, who would have celebrated his 57th birthday on Election Day. Here's why I think those vampire stories could be true. After the results were revealed, many villagers went to his grave to celebrate and pay respects and light candles, saying, "We'll make you proud, and this is your victory." Sales of garlic went way up.
Taiwanese authorities have slapped a $3,500 fine on a man who violated quarantine regulations.
Oh, don't be violating quarantine.
The man, a migrant worker from the Philippines, was quarantining in a hotel in Kaohsiung City. I don't know how to pronounce that. So that
Kaohsiung.
Kaohsiung? We'll
Why
call it
does it
Kaohsiung.
sound like something strange would happen in a barnyard with Austin Powers?
Here's the problem. Idiot. Here's the problem. I've got several students who are Chinese, and they are going to contact me and tell me what that actually is.
They will. How do they get a hold of you?
Huh?
It's a perfect place for. How do? Oh, I see. You could give the email address then for folks that don't always see it at the end.
Oh, I see.
Thought it would be a perfect point for a plug of the
TITR at netradio.net.
Yeah, boy.
Netradio.network. Holy cow.
Yeah, it didn't take a lot of prepping.
So starting again, Taiwanese authorities have slapped a $3,500 fine on a man who broke quarantine. The man, a migrant worker from the Philippines, was quarantining in a hotel in Taiwan when he briefly stepped out of his room into the hallway. He was caught on CCTV by the staff who called the Department of Health, according to CNN. This is, by the way, from CNN Travel. The department fined him 10,000 Taiwan dollars, around $3,500 US, for 8 seconds. Tone?
That's a lot per second.
Isn't it, though?
After throwing a Bible that struck a Marion County, Florida sheriff's deputy in the face, 39-year-old Robert Hoskins told officers that God had directed him to break into his neighbor's home and free their young daughter.
Oh, no, he didn't.
WKMG TV reports police were responding to reports of a burglary when they encountered Hoskins, who emerged from the house next door wearing nothing but briefs and yelling something like, "I condemn you," before throwing his Bible and hitting the officers. Officers, oddly enough, tased him and took him into custody. Hoskins' wife, who I'm sure was so proud, told deputies he does have a drug problem. According to the arrest report, and the alleged victim said about $50 worth of clothing had been stolen. Hoskins was booked on multiple charges.
You think? Police blotter file. Deputies responded to a report of a gaggle of elk loitering in a public roadway, creating a traffic hazard near milepost 33, Highway 41 in Old Town at 1:23 a.m.
Wait. I have a bone to. Is it a gaggle of elk?
Well, that's no.
It's actually
not. No, it's not a bunch. It's typically when it's deer-like
substances.
Yes, you call them herds.
What?
But the U.S. Geological Survey says you can use herd or gang of elk.
Oh, do they have cigarettes rolled up in their little sleeves? And
hey, I've been in little towns.
Jackets?
I've been in little towns in Denver, in Colorado, when the elk are walking through.
Oh, I know.
They're everywhere. You can't get across intersections.
Sister lives in Estes Park. We've got pictures of them running in a golf course. I tried that at that golf course. I'd be arrested. I'm just saying.
To ask you never to return again.
Have to wear a
In any
horn.
case, back to the police blotter. Deputies spoke with the elk. They agreed to leave the roadway and not return.
Because the elk are basically polite if you talk to them nice.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.